Hello everyone, this is Heyravania. Welcome back for some more of the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Previously, Davilas did the Daedric quest, The Taste of Death, and did some other optional objectives in and around Markarth. Now we'll be working on another murder mystery. Back in Markarth, and we have the Forsworn Conspiracy. We need to meet Eltrys at the Shrine of Talos in Markarth.
Still here. I am at your command. Lead on.
The Shrine of Talos.
I'm sorry to drag you into Markarth's problems, but after that attack in the market, I'm running out of time. You're an outsider. You're dangerous looking. You'll do.
I'll do? What are you talking about?
You want answers? Well, so do I. So does everyone in the city. A man goes crazy in the market. Everyone knows he's a Forsworn agent. Guards do nothing. Nothing but clean up the mess.
You want me to find out why?
This has been going on for years, and all I've been able to find is murder and blood. I need help. Please, you find out why that woman was attacked, who's behind Weylin and the Forsworn, and I'll pay you for any information you bring me.
Okay. Find evidence about Margret, the victim, and Weylin the assailant. What do you know about Margret?
She's not from Markarth. The air about her screamed outsider. Visitors to the city usually stay at the Silver-Blood Inn.
So we'll check the Silver-Blood Inn. Who was Weylin? Where did he live?
He was one of the smelter workers. I used to have a job down there myself, casting silver ingots. I never knew much about Weylin, except he lives in the Warrens, like all the other workers.
So we'll find out about Weylin and the Warrens. Who are the Forsworn?
They're remnants of the old rulers of Markarth, natives of the Reach, followers of the old ways. The Nords drove them out of the city, Ulfric Stormcloak and his men. That was about 20 years ago. But somehow they're still here, and they're killing people.
You've looked into these murders?
Yes. It all started when I was a boy. My father owned one of the mines, rare for anyone who isn't a Nord. He was killed. Guards said it was just a madman, but everyone knew the murderer was a member of the Forsworn. I've been trying to find out why ever since. Gotten nowhere so far. And then I got married. Have a child of my own on the way. I swore I was going to just give up for my child's sake, but it's like my father's ghost is haunting me, asking me why. Be careful who you talk to.
Okay, Eltrys. Find evidence about Weylin and Margret. So, let's check the inn first. For info about Margret.
Don't think you can barter with me like I'm one of those damn shopkeepers.
Come on in. The Silver-Blood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms.
There's no shipments coming in, so I do nothing. Just drink.
This is the Silver-Blood Inn. I'll let you figure out who owns it by yourself.
The Silver-Bloods, right? Did a woman named Margret stay here?
Ah, yes. Rented the nicest room we had for a whole month. Best we all forget about her. Bad luck to talk about the dead in Markarth.
Oh, sure.
Remember, ale is cheaper than blood in Markarth.
We already have the key to her room from her body. So let's investigate her room. Margaret's journal. Now to find evidence about Thonar. Thonar Silver-Blood. Oh, she was working for Tullius, huh? Sorry, Margret. So now we need to investigate Thonar, one of the Silver-Bloods.
You. I've seen you snooping around, asking questions. Back off. You don't want to know what happens to troublemakers here.
Oh, really? I'm not trying to cause trouble.
You're finding it. That's bad enough. This is your last warning, outsider. We keep the peace here. Stay out of our business.
Well, maybe if you do your job. Anyway, Thonar's at the Treasury House.
I'm gonna be a silversmith one day, like my mother and father.
The Treasury House.
The Treasury House is really just for patrons of the Silver-Blood family. You don't belong here. I'm sorry. We're only interested in helping our patrons.
I need to see Thonar.
I'm afraid he's asked not to be disturbed. He has important business.
Oh, really? Business, you say?
Riches are a gate opener around here. Head right in.
Thank you. I want to know about the Silver-Bloods.
It's an old family, very well respected throughout the Reach. The Silver-Bloods run nearly all the lands in this hold, as well as the local inn. And of course they owned Cidhna Mine, the finest prison and source of silver in Skyrim.
Who's in charge here?
You want Thonar Silver-Blood. He handles all the family business. If you're here to talk politics, though, you'd want his brother, Thongvor. He spends most of his time in Understone Keep.
What kind of patrons do you have?
For one, the landowners of the Reach. It goes without saying that they rely heavily on us for our silver and support. All the miners, farmers, and laborers in the Reach get their daily wages through us. Nepos the Nose handles that part of our business. He has a way with the workers. I have records I need to tend to.
I see.
Still here.
I am at your command.
Let me take this for a moment.
You lead, I'll follow.
You just let old Nana know if you need anything. All right, dear?
I'm married to Thonar Silver-Blood. Keep that in mind while you're speaking to me.
Hey, Thonar.
What are you doing here? I told them no visitors.
I want answers about the Forsworn.
They're crazy. Think they rule the Reach. Well, guess who really runs things around here? Me. I own the mines. I make the coin pass to the right hands. That answer your damn questions? Now get out.
What?
By the gods, Eltrys! Must be someone there? Now you're mine. Oh, God! Enough! This ends now! Live this long. By you! Oh well. My wife. They killed her. Damn Madanach. Damn his forsworn backside.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not. You want to know what the Forsworn really are? They're my puppets. I have their king rotting in Cidhna mine. He was supposed to keep them under control.
Look where it got you. Cidhna mine?
My prison. The source of half the silver in Skyrim. The most secure prison in Tamriel. No one escapes. I thought keeping Madanach down there would keep him under control.
The Forsworn have a king?
Madanach. The king in rags. While we were off fighting the elves in the Great War, Madanach was busy ruling over the Reach. Until Ulfric came and put them down.
You made a deal with the Forsworn?
When their uprising was crushed, I had Madanach brought to me. He was a wild animal, but a useful one. I offered him a stay from execution if he used his influence to deal with any annoyances that came up. Competitors, agents, idiots. So I've let him run his little Forsworn rebellion from inside Cidhna mine. Now he's out of control.
Nice going. Want me to take care of Madanach?
You already got what you wanted, you damn hound. This is your fault. You and Madanach are animals, and I'll see you both rot to death in Cidhna mine for this. Now get out of my house.
That's right. Blame me for your corruption.
Get out of my house. Now.
If you insist. Now let's turn our investigation to Weylin. The Warrens.
You lost?
Warrens ain't for you. Trust me.
Oh, I know.
The Warrens isn't a place for your type. What do you want?
What are the Warrens?
It's where you go when you can't afford a room anywhere else. About the time they opened the mines, someone got the idea to throw beds in here. Laborers, the sick, the lame, we're all here.
So, only the poor or the sick live here?
That's right. Welcome to Markarth, traveler. Thank the Divines you can choose to live somewhere else.
Did you know Weylin?
Oh yes. I know everyone who sleeps in the Warrens. Kind of the one who passes the keys around. I guess someone else will be taking his room now.
I need the key to Weylin's room.
Sorry, but you don't exactly belong here.
How about now?
Welcome to the Warrens.
Got the key to Weylin's room.
All right, then.
Thank you, sir. That's Garvey's room.
You don't want to be here. No one wants to.
Weylin. Weylin's note. Someone named N. That's alphabetical. I did read it. Now to learn who N is.
Don't know anyone here who doesn't have rattles or ataxia.
Warrens ain't for you. Trust me.
You've been digging around where you don't belong. It's time you learned a lesson.
Who sent you?
Someone who doesn't like you asking questions. Come on, let's see what you're made of.
I'll fix you good.
Doing a fine job so far.
You mangy piece of pit bait.
Talk, or I send you to the gods.
I was sent by Nepos the Nose. The old man hands out the orders. He told me to make sure you didn't get in the way. That's all I know, I swear.
So, find evidence about Nepos. Nepos's house. Nepos's house.
Excuse me. What's your business here?
I'm here to see Nepos.
We haven't been expecting you, and the old man needs his rest. Come back some other time.
Wait. It's okay, my dear. Send him in.
You heard him. Go on in.
Very well. Sensible.
I'm sorry about my housekeeper. She's a little protective of me. Now what is it you want? Now what is it you want?
I know about Weylin.
Ah, yes. You've proven to be a real bloodhound. Well, you've sniffed me out. I've been playing this game for almost 20 years, sending the young to their deaths, all in the name of the Forsworn. And I'm tired. So tired.
Why?
Because my king told me to. Madanach. When the uprising fell at the hands of the Nords, they threw him in the mines. I don't know how, but he lives. I get his messages, and I hand out his orders without question.
Why are you telling me all this?
My dear boy, what makes you think you're getting out of here alive? You were seen coming in. The girl at the door is a Forsworn agent masquerading as a maid. You aren't the first one to have gotten this far. You won't be the last.
Who's Madanach?
He is the king in rags, a man who once held all the Reach within his grip. He stokes the passions of the downtrodden in this city, directs them to kill the enemies of the Forsworn in our name. All from inside Cidhna mine, a Nord prison. The irony is quite thick.
You mentioned an uprising.
Markarth and the Reach are our lands. That is why we are the Forsworn. We cannot claim the home that is rightly ours. But then, during their war with the elves, we had our moment. We drove the Nords out of the Reach in a great uprising. Then Ulfric and his men came. Those of us who didn't run were executed, except for myself, my king, and a handful of others.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
What was that?
Bloodied Nepos's nose. They should not have done that. Nepos's journal. Well, you could have turned him in. Well, after all that investigating, we'd better go see Eltrys. Back at the Shrine of Talos.
We warned you, but you just had to go and cause trouble. Now we have to pin all these recent murders on you. Silence witnesses. Work, work, work.
Charming. What did you do to Eltrys?
Same thing we do with all the other natives who want to change things around here. We had a nice little deal going between Thonar and Madanach until you and Eltrys started snooping around. Well, you wanted to find the man responsible for those killings? You'll have plenty of time with the king in rags when you're in Cidhna mine.
Fine, I'll come quietly.
You'll never see the sun again, you hear me? No one escapes Cidhna mine. No one.
Oh, we'll see. jail.
All right, prisoner. Eyes front. You're in Cidhna mine now, and we expect you to earn your keep. There's no resting your hide in a cell in this prison. Here you work. You'll mine ore until you start throwing up silver bars. You got it?
I'm sorry, I'm a little deaf in this ear.
Don't get smart with me. I'm in charge. You keep it up, I'll have your toes cut off. All right, open her up.
Oh, I'm so scared.
Get down there.
So, everything has been confiscated, huh? Except my magic.
What are you in for, new blood?
Murder.
Violent one, huh? Best keep that to yourself, new blood. Others find out, they'll consider that a challenge. My advice? Serve your time at the pickaxe and get out. You don't want to end up getting a shiv in the guts over a bottle of skooma.
A shiv?
Small blade, easy to hide. I mean, sure, you could just swing a pickaxe into someone's face, but people tend to see that coming. Got a problem with a prisoner? Get a shiv. Here Grisvar has a spare, if you could get him to part with it.
Grisvar, huh? Where's Madanach?
If you're asking, that means you're the new lifer. Tough luck, friend. Those guards sold you out, but good. No one talks to Madanach, I'm afraid. Not without getting past Borkul the Beast. And you don't want to talk to Borkul the Beast.
Oh, yes, I do. Borkul the Beast?
Madanach's guard. Big, even for an orc. Heard he ripped a man's arm off and beat him to death with it. He's old-fashioned like that.
What are you in for?
A Nord nobleman I served was stabbed in the night. Wasn't me, but I knew I'd be blamed. So I ran, joined the Forsworn, started killing, got caught. Now I'm here.
Where are the guards?
They come in here once a week to clean out the bodies, grab any ore we've mined, and beat down the troublemakers. That's the only time when we get food, too. And if there's not enough ore mined up, we don't get any.
Wonderful operation. Skooma? What's that?
Bottles of moon sugar. Khajiit use it as a pick-me-up. A good way to pass the time. Prisoners smuggle the stuff in. Only currency we have down here.
Why do you join the Forsworn?
Because life was better under the old ways. No Nords and their laws. One day the Forsworn will paint the walls of Markarth in their blood. All right then.
Borkul the Beast?
The new meat. So soft, tender. What was it like killing your first one, huh?
Exciting. I felt the rush of blood and smiled.
A true killer like me. The gods put us here to fill their halls with souls. You'll fit in fine down here.
What are you in for?
Murder, banditry, assault, theft, and lollygagging.
How long have you been here?
Guards brought me in about 12 years ago. Was running a good group of bandits up until then. But these Forsworn, they're nothing like the men I cobbled together. They're real killers.
I need to see Madanach.
You want to talk to the king in rags? Fine. But first you gotta pay the toll. How about you get me a shiv? Not that I need one, but it's nice to have one in case I need to do some shaving.
Huh. I don't have a shiv.
Then find one. That dung-heap Grisvar's been known to make a few.
Any sign of Grisvar around here?
Other prisoners get suspicious when we talk to each other, so keep it down.
What are you in for?
I'm a Forsworn. One of our raids went bad and I got captured. Would have been fine dying for the Reach with my kinsmen, but the Silver-Bloods want their ore mine, so they threw me in here.
How long have you been here?
Year 7, I think. Surprised I haven't cut my own throat out by now, but something keeps me going. Until next time.
Grisvar the Unlucky.
Jarl decided I was too much of a problem. Threw me in here with the Forsworn.
What are you in for?
The first time, thieving. The second time, thieving. The third time, thieving. It kinda keeps going like that.
Yeah. How long have you been here?
First it was 6 months. Then a year. Then 2 years. Now I'm in for life.
I need a shiv.
Ah, you want protection? I can get you what you need. Maybe you could do something for me first. Duak has a bottle of skooma. Finest distilled moon sugar. I'm shaking just thinking about it.
I'll get it for you.
Thank you, friend. Don't worry. I'll have that shiv ready for you.
Duak, huh?
Until next time.
Get him some skooma.
I was sent here because someone said I was a Forsworn.
What are you in for?
Guards say I murdered someone. I was just sleeping off some meat in my aunt's house. That didn't stop them from arresting me. I don't even know who they said I killed.
How long have you been here?
A couple of years. I wasn't a Forsworn when I came, but I joined up when I got in. Easier that way. Until next time.
I got locked up one too many times. Now I'm in for life.
Oh, Duak. I hear you have some skooma.
You give me one more look, and I cut you open. That skooma's mine.
I need some, badly.
Getting the shakes, huh? All right, take it. Old gods keep you.
Got some skooma.
All right, then.
Bring that to Grisvar.
Jarl decided I was too much of a problem. Threw me in here with the Forsworn.
I have your skooma.
Here's your shiv. Promise you won't ever use it on me, okay?
Alright.
Until next time.
Got the shiv. Now we have to take it to Borkhol.
I left behind my daughter, Uale, when I was taken.
You serve your time by digging, so dig.
I need to see Madanok.
Ready to pay the toll? 1 shiv.
Yep, here's your shiv.
Alright, head on in. But don't try anything in there. Margret is smarter than you think. Fight well.
Now to find
Not so
Margret.
bad. Less complaints when I kill people.
Okay, King in Rags.
Well, well, look at you. The Nords have turned you into an animal. A wild beast, caged up and left to go mad. So, my fellow beast, what do you want? Answers about the Forsworn? Revenge for trying to have you killed?
I want my freedom.
Your freedom? Yes, but even if you were to escape Cidhna Mine, your name would still be stained with all that blood. You're one of us now, you see? A slave. The boot of the Nords stepping on your throat. Maybe if you understood that, I could help you.
Understand? How?
There's a man named Breg inside these mines. Besides me, he's been here the longest. Tell him I sent you. Ask him why he's here. I want you to know how widespread the injustice of Markarth is.
Hear Breg's story. I had questions about the Forsworn.
This was our land. We were here first. Then the Nords came and put chains on us, forbid us from worshipping our gods. Some of us refused to bow. We knew the old ways would lead us back to having a kingdom of our own. That is who we are. The Forsworn. Criminals in our own lands, and we will cut a bloody hole into the Reach until we are free.
I want to know about Thonar.
I had Markarth. My men and I drove the Nords out. We had won. So we thought. Retribution was swift. I was captured, quickly tried, and sentenced to death. But my execution never came. Thonar Silver-Blood stopped it. He wanted the Forsworn at his call, that I would point their rage at his enemies and spare his allies. And I have. Humiliating at first, but I knew he would let his guard down eventually, that he would come to trust I was under control. Remember, it was the Nords who locked you up.
Well then, hear Breg's story. I assume they're not talking about Xigbar.
You serve your time by digging, so dig.
Breg.
Don't reach for a shiv around me or we'll both regret it.
How long have you been here?
Long enough.
Margret asked me to hear your story.
My story, huh? Everyone in Cidhna Mine has a tale. Let's hear yours first. When was the first time you felt chains around your wrists?
It was in Helgen. I was being sent to the executioner.
So you know what it's like to have your life in someone else's hands. Why should they get to decide? Isn't judgment for the gods? Do you have any family? Anyone waiting for you on the outside?
Yes, but they're far from Skyrim.
I had a daughter once. She'd be 23 this year. Married to some hot-headed silver worker, or maybe on her own, learning the herb trade. The Nords didn't care who was and who wasn't involved in the Forsworn uprising. I had spoken to Margret once. That was enough. But my little Aethra didn't want to see her papa leave her. She pleaded to the Jarl to take her instead. And after they made me watch as her head rolled off the block, they threw me in here anyway to dig up their silver.
Okay. I'm sorry to hear what happened to you.
My daughter is the one who needs your pity. I'm just a poor Forsworn whose only regret is not killing more Nords before I was locked up. Till next time.
Charming, Ulfric. Really charming. Hey, Madanok.
Do you remember the sun? Because you'll forget. Soon.
I talked to Bragg.
Yeah, imagine hearing a story like that over and over. Each time a different family, each time a different injustice. Your meddling above ground reminded me of how removed I've been from the struggle. My men and I should be in the hills, fighting.
You'll help me escape, then?
Yes, but I need a show of loyalty from you. I don't need a shiv in the back while we break out. Have you met Grisvar the Unlucky? He's rightly named, and he's also a thief and a snitch. He's outlived his minor usefulness. Take care of him, and then we can leave Cidhna mine for good.
I can't kill Grisvar without a shiv.
Ah, Bork will muscle one out of you on your way in? Fine. Take this one. Remember, it was the Nords who locked you up.
So we get to go shiv Grisvar the Unlucky.
Prison's not so bad. Less complaints when I kill people.
Don't even think about it.
Rest in peace, Grisvar. Now to return to Madanok.
I left behind my daughter, Weylin, when I was taken.
You're a slave, just like us.
Grisvar is dead.
You've finally become one of us. Come with me. I think it's time I announced my plans to you and your new brothers.
Okay, Mad King.
What's going on, Madanok? You wouldn't have old Grisvar killed unless you weren't planning on needing him.
My brothers, we have been here long enough. It's time to leave Cidhna mine and continue our fight against the Nords. Through this gate, just beside my quarters, is a tunnel. A tunnel that leads right through the old dwarven ruins of Markarth, into the city. Well, what do you say, my brothers?
The Reach belongs to the
Forsworn! I say you've earned an early pardon. Let's go.
Where did this tunnel come from?
It's a little gift from the dwarves. Who knew they would end up helping our cause? We have to move. We'll talk more once we see the sky.
All right. Follow Madanok. Markarth ruins. Let's go, guys.
Come on! No one crosses me! No!
Oh well, must have run off.
Oh, Spidey.
Someone there? Now you're mine. That takes care of that. Here we go. Never should have come here. That takes care of that.
I brought what you asked for.
Good work. Get ready while I have a word with our favorite outsider. I had Kai recover all the things the Nords stole from you. You better get ready before we break out into the city. And take this. It's blessed with the old magics. Something to remember me by.
What happens now?
Now, I announce to all of Markarth that I have returned. Don't worry about your name. They'll know who to blame and fear after today. It'll take years, but I'll organize the Forsworn again. We'll reclaim our land, and then when power is ours, we'll have peace. A kingdom. Until then, let me offer you a warning. Beware the Forsworn. No place in the Reach is safe from us now.
Thank you, Madanok. Got our stuff back.
Madanok, think you can escape my prison, do you? You'll pay for what you've done to my family.
Your family? You poisoned the Reach with your tainted silver for long enough, Thonar! Here we go! Finish this! You'll beg me to kill you before I'm done! I'll gut you like a horser! I'll show you.
So long, Thonar.
This is your last mistake!
Okay. Goodbye, Madanach. So that concludes the Forsworn Conspiracy, and no one escapes Cidhna Mine. Next time we'll continue questing in Markarth. This is Heorotlinia. I'd like to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time.